Hey family, what's going on? Klaus here, and welcome back to Surviving with Mekanism here on Minecraft 1.15. And guys, today, well, first of all, I've got to show you this. Check this out. I got some doors, I got some trap doors, and not a whole lot else has changed. But I added doors, finally, to my house. And by the way, a lot of people have been asking me, more in private than in actual comments section, what I'm going to do with these two levels. Because as of right now, they're just big wastes of space, and we're going to be setting up an amazing sorting system in the future, and obviously we're going to have different machines doing things. I'm looking forward to that. Obviously we're going to be adding some more mods to the game. I mean, like, there's a lot that's going to be going into this place. Right now, it's just, it seems like a waste of space, but that's because most of our time is being spent down here. And that's what brings me to what we're up to today. First, I put some lava in here. I pulled apart the heat generators that were over here because I thought, you know what, if I'm gonna need, check this out, nothing's up there. If we're gonna need lava, I'd rather it be easy to get to. I don't want to have to make it an ordeal to go get it. But the other thing, and I think this is probably even more important, a little bit more important for us in this particular situation, is that after we built this digital miner in the previous episode, in fact, was the previous episode called digital miner? I can't even remember now. I'm gonna quickly look because this is important. No, okay, we made the digital miner and then we upgraded everything. That was very important. But after last episode, I ran the digital miner and I basically configured for everything. I've got obsidian, I got sand, diamond, gold. What else do we got? We got, is it still gold? Yeah, gold, osmium, copper, tin, iron, redstone, coal, and lapis, okay? I ran it for everything at its maximum distance, at its maximum depth, at its maximum height, and filled up some of these chests. And by the way, have I showed you guys how to upgrade these chests? It has a lot of things in there. It took a long time, especially because we have a really bad power system right now, literally running everything off of a single solar panel. So I do want to process all these ores, but I mostly need to set up a better power system, and that needs to happen today. So all that being said, guys, I mean, again, obviously, #1 priority will be to process all these ores, right? But I'm going to make a better power system, because as of right now, I'm severely limited as far as power is concerned. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to make ourselves a gas burning generator, okay? And a gas burning generator is the end step. This gas burning generator will be burning neophyline, or whatever it's called. I always forget the name of the gas. Is it neophyline? Neophyline. Dang it, I know I've showed you guys in the past, I can't remember. I bet you if I just scrolled, I'd be able to see it real quick. Check this out. This is going to be, oh, is it? No, it's not theophylline, that's something else. Dang it. Is it ethylene? Yes, I figured it out. Ethylene, I was so close, I was actually overthinking it. So yeah, ethylene, and to get ethylene, you have to run, well, hold on. Interesting. Ethylene to liquid. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, I had the wrong one clicked. You need regular ethylene, not liquid ethylene. Okay, so back it up. All you have to do is put water and hydrogen in with biofuel. To get biofuel, you run something that's biological, like seeds or whatever, through a crusher. So that's the first step. And I've got an extra crusher here, but I'm going to make another one because this crusher is useful for, you know, any kind of side. You know what? No, I'm going to make another one off camera. I'm actually going to use this crusher in the production of biofuel. Okay, so I want it to be super convenient to where I can just like run down here. So we're going to make the production of biofuel be on this line here, and obviously we're going to use that water, or we'll add more water. We may actually just add more water. So let me think. You know what? Crusher right here will be just fine. Obviously we have to run some more power, so let's go ahead and make a few more. I've got lots of steel made up. I made a whole bunch of infused alloys, by the way, and a few other extra things that we're going to go over later. But as of right now, more power is going to be steel ingots and redstone, and that should give us all of the power cables that we're going to actually need. So for this power, I'm going to run underneath the ground, mostly because, actually, wait, I've got to go 2 down, so that's actually buried underneath. But pretty much, since I showed you guys, ooh, it's an opening. Does it go very far? It's not a cave or anything. Interesting. Anyway, we'll cover that up. So I want to cover this because I want to show you guys that yes, you can have the cables all exposed, but you can also do it super legit, like ninja-like, to where nobody ever knows that it's ever even there. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for in this one. So we're gonna go up here just like so, and one more. Boom. Okay, so this may not be enough cables. I may not have enough, but let's just run them through, and if you run them 2 blocks down from the surface, then you're able to cover them up, and it's like they were never there, which is exactly what I'm aiming for. And, oh, I'm trapped! Oh no! Help me! Help me, Tom Cruise! There we go. What? There we go. Okay, so now, all I gotta do is use the cobblestone, fill in the gaps, and boom, boom, boom. See? There you go. And you know that your power is under there because you gotta logically think, okay, how did this thing get its power? So now, besides covering up the spaces and such, there we go. So now we know where our power is. So we crush what's gonna be in a chest. And obviously this chest can't output. It's going to be up here, and it's going to send the stuff over. So let's just make a chest. I think I've got a chest. Nice. Okay, place the chest there, and then we're going to use a basic logistical transporter, just like so. And then I'm going to use this configurator, which can adjust. There we go. I got it set to items now. Can adjust how these pipes work and whether or not they push or pull items. So there we go. Now it's set to push, and we're going to be pushing whatever it is that's in here into the crusher. So the next step is to actually come up here, grab the seeds. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. No granite for me, sir. No granite for me. I'm going to take that away, and then I'm going to grab all these seeds that I've been collecting throughout the playthrough, and we're going to put them into here. And you're going to see that as soon as we turn on input on this side, then they'll start getting crushed, and these wheat seeds will turn into biofuel, okay? So now the wheat seeds, or the biofuel that's being produced out of this crusher needs to be sent over from right to left. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is output, okay? And we're going to auto-eject our items as soon as we're able to. Obviously, they can't eject until there's somewhere that they can actually go. Now they need to go into the PRC, or the pressurized reaction chamber, which we haven't made yet. So let's go ahead and make it now. Pressurized reaction chamber. I should have just typed it all. There it is. Okay. So enrichment chamber is the first thing we have to make. So that's a steel casing. I think we've got everything we need except for the glass. So you know what? I'm just going to type it all so it's easy to find it. Pressurized reaction. Perfect. Okay. So enrichment chamber, steel casing. I need the osmium. Dadgummit. I should have just grabbed a little bit of everything, shouldn't I? So steel casing. Boom. Next step, again for the enrichment chamber, we need some basic control units and some iron ingots. So I think I've got both of those. I don't need the paper. There we go. And then there we are. We got the enrichment chamber. So now the enrichment chamber is used with everything else to create the pressurized reaction chamber. Now I think we have a dynamic tank, don't we? I really thought that we did. We don't, because I know that you make a lot more than you actually need when you do this. Okay, well then let's just make one. Steel and a bucket. I have the buckets, I have the steel, very good. So, dynamic tank. See, we're making 4, we only need 1. So we're gonna have 3 left over. Basic gas tanks are super easy, osmium, redstone, and since we actually need 2 of them, I'm going to physically input a couple more, and bam, 2 basic gas tanks. And then lastly, we need 2 more of these basic control units, which means I'm gonna take, I've already got the redstone and I've got the osmium, so we can just send them through this metallurgic infuser. Redstone and osmium. Boom and boom. Perfect. Okay, so pressurized reaction chamber. Bam. We got it. Okay, so now I gotta make sure that this can actually input from the right. And there we go. Now the biofuel. If you put 2 mechanism machines side by side, like over there, then the items will physically, like, they'll push by themselves automatically. So now we have to get water and we have to get hydrogen to this machine. So we actually have hydrogen being dumped out of this one. So we could technically run the hydrogen from this machine over here, but because of the nature of this machine and because of the nature of electrolytic separators, I don't like to use both of the gases that's being pulled out of here. This one is using the oxygen already and we're dumping excess. It's working perfectly. So actually what I'd like to do is maybe dig a little bit of a hole, and we're gonna actually make another pool of water, okay? And this other pool of, oh dang it, I don't have I don't have a way to dig dirt. That's okay, I can just, dirt doesn't take long to dig, it's gonna be okay. But I do want another pool for water, and I do want another, what is that? Is that a, oh wow, this is like a whole nother chamber. I usually fill those things in, maybe I just forgot. So I'm gonna do a another 3x3 chamber of water, which is going to be there. So that means that I'm gonna need several buckets of water just to kind of start filling that. At least 3, right? If I used all my buckets, I've only got 2. I don't think you can do a 9x9 with 2 buckets. I'm gonna make one more bucket out of this iron, and we are gonna go get some more water. It's already dark, so we should probably sleep. Actually, it doesn't matter at this point. We're about to remove the need to be out and about during the day, which is the whole point. I hate having to depend on solar power. It's just the worst. So let's go down here, dig the hole. And I should have probably made the water pump and did all this because you guys have seen all this before, but I didn't. I just completely forgot to do that. So here's that. And let's just experiment here. Does that work? No. But I believe a 3rd bucket of water on the other corner, and boom, it is now definitely unlimited water. With the block in the middle, I need to make another water pump. I forget what it's called. I'm just gonna type pump. I think it's a electric pump. Okay, so another steel casing, easy. And I got a bucket. I've got the infused alloys. Boom, easy peasy. Now we do have. I'm gonna put the buckets. Oh, did I get rid of a bucket? I used a bucket. I didn't even think about that. That's sad. Water. Boom. Take away the cobblestone. And there we go. Now we can power the thing. And, ooh, I just realized something. Our power line is in the wrong place. How am I gonna get power to this machine here? I could... Maybe I can... So we have power. I can't, if I break this, it's going to, actually, wait a minute. If I break this, and then if I put a basic universal cable, I mean, it's not great. No, because then it won't eject. Yeah. Okay, so what we have to do, I don't like breaking the rules of physics like that, but hey, that's Minecraft for you. Let's just do this. Let's put that back. And let's come in from this other side. So maybe I did need all that open air back there. That's funny. Okay, so we know that the power is there. So I'm gonna take it. Boom, boom. I need more power cables. Fortunately, I've got more than enough steel. I made that off camera. See, I was sort of prepared. You can't make fun of me too much today. And then we'll just come across and connect it just like that. There we go. Now we got a little bit of redundancy. You see they're connecting into the back. Not necessary, but it doesn't hurt. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna run this. Oh, dang. I gotta think here for a second. I guess we're gonna have to put the electrolytic separator over here. And yeah, so let's make an electrolytic separator. Unfortunately, I didn't plan ahead. I should have probably set the water, like that big water pump, further back. But okay, so 2 osmium dust, 1 gold dust, 1 iron dust. So 1 iron dust. How many osmium dust? That can't be right. 2, right? Yeah, I just don't have any more osmium. I have no more osmium? Oh, I got lots of osmium. Okay, I was about to freak out. Okay, and then what about gold? Do I not have any gold? This is what happens when you have too much stuff in one place. Okay, so now this is why I wanted that crusher. So, dang it. I'm just gonna use this one, I guess. I don't like having to mess with all the settings all the time, so I just like having to have like one dedicated crusher for doing stuff like this. And I'm gonna need to do this more than once, I think. But that's alright, I'll just do it as I go. So, all right, so all the dusts are done. So let's put in the electrolytic. I'm going to try to make this as quickly as I can because we've already done it before. There we go. There is our electrolytic separator. So notice that this thing is facing toward me, and the oxygen is kicking off to the right, and the hydrogen would be kicking off to the left. So that means that if I set it in the same direction, then the hydrogen will kick off to the left. And that should work out just fine. So now I need something for the water. And we'll set the water there and there. Perfect. This is now going to start producing as soon as we connect it to power, which is my next goal. Let's go right here, right there. Perfect. Okay, and then we need to, I guess we'll start dumping the excess oxygen. And we're going to bring using the pressurized tubes. I'm going to need more of these. So the hydrogen will come out just like so. And now we need to put that hydrogen into this PRC. So, ooh, and I actually need the water to come here too. Interesting. How are we going to do that? Okay, I know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to actually have to take out this power here. And take out this power here. And this power here. I'm going to have to turn it. I'm going to have to rotate it. So, let me see. Cobblestone directly underneath. We're going to take this out. And I'm going to turn this water pump. And I'm going to make it face. That's the wrong direction. I guess it doesn't really matter which way it faces, but as long as it's not facing that way. Okay, so this power cable can get out of the way. And now I can run the power in a slightly different way. And the reason why I'm doing this is because a PRC has to receive water, hydrogen, and biofuel, right? So it needs to come in from like every direction. The biofuel from the left, the hydrogen from the top, the water from the back, and then from the left, you know, biofuel from the right. The left needs to be where it outputs the ethylene. That way it can go into the gas burning chamber. So, power. Because it's going to come over here, and basically it's going to wrap around and connect right there. There we go. So we have power now. It's not pretty, but it'll get the job done. There we go. And actually, that's kind of nice. It's kind of blocked off a little bit. So there you go. There is that. That has power, although not much, probably because it's dark. I built that clock. I don't know if you guys have seen that. What the heck did I just hear? Pretty sure I just heard something eating something else. Hold on a second. It may have been something in the water drowning, but I just want to make sure that I'm not hearing bad things. I guess I'm okay. I guess we're okay. I got nervous there for a second, but I think we're okay. So, this thing is going to work. It's going to try its very best. I mean, there's just so much that's depending on that thing right now. And this thing has no... It's just bad. But anyway, hydrogen's going that direction. I need more pressurized cables. Pressurized cables. Pressurized. Yes? Oh, okay. Steel and glass. Gotcha. I forgot how to make pressurized tubes. So we'll do like so. And glass. Boom. Yeah. Okay. And let me think. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go in like this and over like this, which means first I need to put down the water. Dang it, I need more mechanical pipes. All this is actually very compressed. I don't normally make it this compressed, but it's gonna turn out really great. So, yeah, steel and a bucket, and there you go. So the water will come in from the top. I need to tell it to receive water from the top here. Input. There you go. So now it's got the water. And then the pressurized tube. Oops, wrong direction. My bad. It's alright. Hold on. Pressurized tube. There we go. And then we're going to tell it to receive gases from the back. Is that the... Oh, that must be the front. My bad. Receive gases from the back. There you go. So now, guys, we have the water, we have the hydrogen, and we have the biofuel, and now we are producing ethylene. Haha! This is good, man. This is really, really good. So now we have ethylene being produced. We have substrate as a byproduct, which is basically plastic, or what can be used to produce plastic. And now we need to create the gas burning generator. The gas burning generator is going to output so much more power than we ever thought possible with the solar panel. So let's make 2 of these babies, because it just requires 2. Don't know why. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to need another electrolytic core. I knew it. I knew we needed at least 2 more. So let's do we have the gold? Yeah, we have gold, so we'll just need to crush these up. Gold, 2 osmiums, and 1 iron. You can tell I've done this before when I got usually most things memorized. Okay, electrolytic core, and then we put them all together. Infused alloy on the top and the bottom, osmium on the corners, steel casing on either side, and an electrolytic core. Boom. We now have a gas burning generator, which is just beautiful. I love it. So now, ideally, we would get the green one to face inward so that it can basically put power back into the system, and then it'll cycle back and it'll become a positive outflow or whatever. So let's see. Can this thing rotate? Yes, it can. So green? Yeah, green's facing the right direction now. Yes. Okay, so before we actually connect the power, we need it to receive... Uh-oh, we have a problem. This pressurized tube is going to interfere with this here, so maybe what we can do is... maybe we can just move it out 1. It's not going to look pretty, but right now, that's what matters most. So let's go ahead and put that there. Green's facing that direction. And now we're going to do pressurized tube, and I'm going to have, it's not fluid, it's gas, right? Gas is what it's producing. So it's going to output gas from the front. And now ethylene is here in the gas burning generator. Oh, that's wonderful. But it's not burning anything, and the reason why it's not burning anything is because it literally can't. It's full. Power is done. So now what we need to do is connect the gas burning generator back into our power network. So boom, and boom. And now, guys, we have power, and it is producing, supposedly, 4.23 joules per tick. Right now it's saying max output is 1.4, and not joules, kilojoules. 1.41 kilojoules of power, while that solar panel up there was making 250 joules. This thing is making like 5 or 6 times more, and that's at a burn rate of 1. Yes, you know what that means? That means that this thing can produce way more power than we ever thought we possibly could with that solar panel. So, now we need to figure out what the heck is happening and why it's... I think this thing is just not as efficient. Let's see, speed, energy, muffling. Okay, just speed, energy, and muffling. What about this machine? This machine's the same, so it's just speed, energy, and muffling. Yeah. And then this one is just speed and energy. Doesn't make any sound. As far as upgrades. Oh, filter for hard water. And then this one doesn't receive any upgrades at all. So the biggest problem it looks like right now for output is... I'm confused by something. This thing says there's 400 ethylene sitting in this chamber right now. But we're showing there used to be 400 here. This may be a graphical glitch. I'm not entirely sure. But there we go. We have it all produced. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to make the upgrades and apply them off camera. And then we can kind of do a test to see if this system with just ethylene can actually provide power to this system. Remember, I've got loads of ores I need to process through, and I need to show you a really cool tool. It's called the formulaic assemblicator. It's basically an automated crafting bench. It's amazing. So there's a lot to come, but at least now this has been put together. I really wish this wasn't so ugly. And I'm so confused about why this is showing 400. Basically what I'll do, and it's not, you know what, it's not even moving. Why isn't it producing power? I guess because it doesn't have enough power? Yeah, we're gonna need to make this a little bit more efficient. Okay, so guys, next time we'll figure it out what's going on. It's probably just too inefficient at this point. But we'll get it figured out. For now, though, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Like this video if you liked it, and obviously hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to join the Klaus family. Remember that I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all again next time.